How we doing? I don't know how loud the music is because none of my sound settings are the same as they used to be. Which camera am I looking at? That one's not working. Okay. Oh man, it has been a hot minute. It has been a hot minute, that's for sure. What's up? How we doing, Red? I just thought, doing a lot of planning, doing a lot of preparing and building different things and such here in the new year, that even though I don't have a built stream schedule in the midst of all that stuff, I thought, hey, what if I just hopped on and said, hola, little bossa nova. Is that all the beard growth we get after many months off? Yeah, that's it. Because it's not even supposed to be there. It's supposed to be shaven. It's supposed to be off. I don't grow facial hair well. I guess I'm not reformed enough. Anyway. Red, how you been, man? How loud is the music, too, compared to my voice? The soft, sultry voice. I've missed this. gotta make money though, and this is not the #1 place that I've been able to make money. So I will say, an improvement of sorts. It's kind of hard to see, but over here, can you see a little bit? Yeah, you can a little. Like, the desk is kind of clean. The desk is kind of clean. Looks like a fuzzy caterpillar crawled up your neck and took residence on your face. Yeah, it's not supposed to be there. In fact, my wife has told me numerous times to get it off. Get it off your face. Because she does not appreciate how it pokes her. So, let me see here. I wanted to see if I haven't done it in a minute. I'm going to have to get back in on some of this stuff. Because, like, Epic Cam and stuff like that. Do I even have that available on here? Or do I have to add that? I think I would have to add that source. Video capture. Epic. Let's see if that even does it. Lollipop. Epic. No, see, I would have to... Yeah, that's the frustrating part. The frustrating part is... You have to... Yeah, I'm not dealing with that right now. I see, that's what I meant. Without any kind of planning, I was just going to hop on because I haven't been able to do anything with this junk. Trash it. Just trash it. Get rid of it. Get rid of it. Nothing much going on here. Just lost my job. Have a sore tooth from a toothache. Oh no. Like, are you talking about the one that they were like building questions against when you were talking about it towards the end of 2024 with like at South Carolina, at the University of South Carolina? Is that what you're talking about? Sorry to hear that. Toothaches are no joke. I thought I'd just chill here. One of the things I'm trying to build in the background. First of all, if you've been paying attention in the Discord, I'm writing a book. So they've just kind of let it go. Well, what you do then is you purposely go go seeking you go seek out their rival and go work for them. I know your South Carolina bone wouldn't allow you to do it, but I'm sorry about that, man. It's they still haven't given you any clarifications either. That sucks. That sucks. But I've been writing a book, guys. Red, I've been writing a book. You might be the only one in here right now. That's okay. Hey, what's up? Anybody else who's not in there, if you got questions about the fact I'm writing a book, I'd love to answer them. It just feels good to be back live again. Clemson, oh yeah, get thee behind me, Satan. Oh man. But I'm like, I'd have to look to see what exactly word count wise, because here's the goal that I made for myself, setting goals and stuff, it's what I'm doing. My goal was 8 to 10,000 words a month. That was my goal. And I wanted to see where I am right now. I'm having a lot of fun doing it. A lot of fun. And I think, let me see, tools, word count. Okay, let's do some math here. I know we all want to. Happy Monday night to us. Calculator. Red, did it say yet in the Discord if I went live? Or is it still being stupid slow on that front? But if we've got that many, and that is odd that is exactly 1,000 on that page. And then nope, can't. I don't want DMCA'd. So I'm at about 6,500, 6,525 words. So halfway through, I've realistically, if I'm honest with myself, why doesn't that work anymore? Don't like that. I've got one more weekend. I have next week too, but and I guess I'll count into that weekend, but yeah, because then outside of that, I would have 1, 2, 3, 4 weekends of March. I would have 5 weekends of March if I count them all towards that. But so I'm going to count the first weekend of March towards my goal here. But I've been building a ton of. It still hasn't said. All right, well, we're gonna announce it. Why did I tag myself? I tagged myself. Instead of doing everyone, I did Delkery. I'm a nincompoop. Alright. There. I just did it myself. And now why? I'm willing to bet you within a minute or two now it's going to do it. But anyway, I've got over 6,500 words written. Got like 4 different chapter movement ideas that I'm working through. And a lot of my time has actually been spent. I've been developing different lore. I've been developing a little bit of a language of a certain kind within my story. Ton of different info and ideas, notes, thoughts, all that jotted down to be able to give me different direction. Got this massive character list building, beings and kinds, locations and geography. There's a whole lot of pieces. So actually, one of the things I've thought about is potentially here moving forward. I had thought about once I get to a certain point, maybe like 2 months into this, you know, 20 around 25,000 words or something like that. Maybe I'll make a goal. Maybe what I was thinking about doing was potentially doing like an IRL kind of stream, because normally what I do is I go to Starbucks, and there's a Starbucks like 10-15 minutes away from me, and it's a more rural kind, like it's not. Oh, there it is. Yep, there. Lodge Bottler just announced it, of course. Literally 2 minutes after me, because that's how it works, right? That's how it works. So, just got the notification. Yeah. Accidentally run into him. Yeah. There you go. I mean, go into the business and talk to him. You know what I'm saying? Rah. What's up, Hilly? How we doing? But yeah, I've been creating a whole heck of a lot of lore with this. And guys, one of the things I'm gonna do, and I'm purposely waiting. I'm forcing myself to get to some points of completion. Like I said, I might make a goal at 25,000 words. So that'd be about 2.5 months of working on this novel. And then doing something related to like Patreon or Ko-Fi in the way of slow release of different things, introduction to characters, all that kind of jazz, and building something like that can build some buzz around and support around writing, because I've been doing a lot of that recently, having a blast. So yeah. It's not like I keep seeing you places, huh, Hilly? One place specifically, right? How we doing tonight, man? But yeah, what you just missed is I was just talking about how I've been writing a book. So I'd scare you, but you're just coming back. Yeah, because I'll be honest with you, I don't even know. I mean, if you wanted to test it, you could, but I don't even know if my like, I had to reconnect my microphone. I had to reconnect my audio, the music that you're hearing. So I don't even know. It says voice meter output is connected. That's where the music is playing through. So maybe it would do the Twitch alerts, the viewer attack, the Tangi overlay. I have no clue though. So that'd be completely up to you. But you don't need to feel obligated to that. Just popping in to kind of just say, hey, haven't done it in a hot minute, and I miss it. I miss it big time. So I'm hoping, guys, the goal is, I'm hoping by I originally wanted to have it out. Here's how the timelines has been rolling, okay? So coming into the end of January, I had written in front of myself like a plan to have a set streaming plan ready for February 1st. And then my wife and I talked and had a conversation that week, and I put together, I wonder if I actually have it right over here somewhere. I don't. Nope. My backpack's not even here. I think it's out by the table. But I have a streaming proposal, like a stream plan proposal. Like, I went through the professional way of like thinking through it, setting it up, putting a proposal, kind of like, okay, I'm going to sign this as a contract kind of idea. Well, and then within the next week, we had a conversation about a couple different things, and that specific proposal idea,
Did I jump scare you?
Okay.
Yeah,
I
bet
couldn't.
I did.
I couldn't hear that, but it scared me because I saw it out the corner of my eye. I don't know if you guys could see me jump, but I felt myself do this. I couldn't hear it though, so that answers the question. That answers the question. Yeah, and the other thing is, so I'm sorry that did not play back at me. I did not poop my pants. One of the things that's been so thanks. So I will have to figure out, I'll have to get my audio back, because that was not I didn't hear that. I saw it and it scared me because I saw movement out of the corner of my eye. And that's right where it pops up is where I see the camera and I see the scene. I'm pointing over here. I see that, and sometimes like when my wife has come in and stuff like that, that's where like I'll get the glance in my eye and oh wait, there she is. So if there's movement, I kind of get, and I know she's in bed, so that really caught me off guard because I knew it was. Wait, that can't be her. Anyway, so I was talking about the timeline of stream plan and stuff, and so after we talked a little bit more and looked at some priorities that are right now, and I have to be realistic with, we decided I wasn't going to have that. I wasn't going to be starting streaming, but we are in the beginning stages of my my stream proposal, stream plan proposal, because right now I'm in a planning piece. Originally, it was going to be that I would have something set and we would start diving in on it the first week of February, but it became realistically, okay, these first couple weeks of February, I need to really focus on high priorities, especially ones that bring in some finances now. Driving and delivering. I'm also trying to set up a business or two right now. And so I'm trying to make sure that those pieces are moving, and I'm spending the high majority of my time setting those things up and doing those things. And then from there, also planning and preparing for the most effective effective ways of doing streams, because I love just jumping on, just hanging out, just chilling. Delkery Doohickeys LLC, you got it. But IRL Delk's deck. Yeah. Bro, so I'm gonna follow this ADHD train for a second. I kid you not, I've shared with my wife numerous times about how much I think it would be a lot of fun. I've actually talked about how much I would like to, not even just like, oh, here's a cool idea. I'd be like, man, no, I'd like to own a business that would have the ability to be kind of a board game cafe, to be able to have cafe capabilities with it, but more specifically towards the ability to have gathering space to where people can come in, can play board games, card games, buy used games and used systems and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like nerd stuff. And there was one or two other things alongside of that too. But I've thought about that. I was like, man, that'd be great. And so yeah, we could call it Delk's Decks, just like the simulator. By the way, I don't know that I'm gonna game tonight. I just wanted to hop on and chat a little bit. Anyway, so my ultimate goal is to have a better, like by this weekend, I would like to really have a grasp of like, okay, this is what we're going to do. And I will make you guys aware that right now, streams, if they do happen, when they do happen, is going to be late. So we're talking, like 10 o'clock at night late. So that would be the capability, maybe 9 o'clock some nights, but it would probably be more like a 10 to 11 or 12, 1 or 2 hours. Oh, Red, I mean, he was my MVP for a while this year. He was definitely the most valuable player to their entire. He was the exact definition of most valuable player, and number 2 for me was I don't even know if I would say Saquon. I mean, I think what he did was similar to what Lamar did in like statistically phenomenal, and obviously a huge impact. But you take him away from his team still produces. You take Lamar away from his team, they still have Derrick Henry. I think they still produce. Obviously nowhere near the level that they would, but you take Josh Allen away from the Bills, I don't see any kind of production happening there. Oh, wait, wait, wait. I saw your message. I don't know where that came through. Was that on Discord? I think it was. There it was. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, well, so Hilly, to that effect, I would have to say this. I've known that specific building you're talking about since I was a kid, and that place has been in severe disrepair and need of honestly, it's at the level of it just needs freaking torn down and rebuilt. Um for years. So it's specifically I love that you're trying to push for this idea though. It that place specifically, I knew it when it was a certain pizza joint by a potentially connected to the Italian mob. Anyway, that's a different conversation. So there was yeah, there's just been for a while that needs help. That place needs help. Um, so I do like more now than the past 5 to 8 years. That side of town on Main Street has been um, there's been other places that have moved in, other little stores and stuff like that, little businesses that make it a more viable side of town. But I just have like it's that usually had been like a questionable um yeah, that had been the more questionable side of town to add a business into, but with other ones do redoing things and stuff, it's been pretty cool to see how little businesses have popped in and stuck around a little bit rather than just saying bye bye. Oh yeah, Hilly. I just saw your other message. The uh yeah, that one's right next door to it. I don't know anything about that one. I just know that that one, that building, that shop was she was retiring, and it went to I think somebody else in the family, but then within weeks it was up for sale. So which made me think that something happened. I'm not gonna share rumor potentials and stuff like that. It just makes me think that something happened. And so yeah, that one's for sale too. But it's that whole line right there of houses that they're just, man, the amount of work that would be necessary. Which if you get a good loan or something like that and you have financial backing, but you know, yeah, you got it. Hey, my uncle worked for him. I got an in. Listen, here's a fun story for you guys. Real fun story. So, well, maybe it's fun. It's more fun for me. My wife and I, when we got married, we went on a little mini moon, if you will, because we ain't never had a lot of money. So we went on a little mini moon. We went to Lewis, Delaware. Lewis, Delaware. I don't know how it's pronounced. We stayed in this beautiful old farmhouse, king suite, like bed and breakfast, and we were like the only ones there because it was the weekend before Memorial Day or something like that. Oh, it was wonderful. And so while we were there, we went to different places. Like we drove to Lewis. Was it Lewis, Delaware Beach? But we skipped Rehoboth. But we went to both of the ocean cities. We went Ocean City, Maryland, and we went up to we crossed over on the ferry and went to Wildwood and Ocean City, New Jersey, and Cape May was one of our favorite spots that we stopped at. Anyway, so oh no, my mind is skipping. Oh yeah, yeah. So when we got up into New Jersey on like day three, we spent like 3 days away. On like day three, we went up there, and while we were up there, we were walking down the boardwalk, and it was around like noon. It was around like lunch, I believe it was. And while we're walking down, like I said, it's the week before they open. Everything opens, but on boardwalks and stuff, there's still some shops that are open, even though it's not in season. One of them, there were a couple. We were looking for an open restaurant spot, open place to eat. And while we were walking down, there was a place that was selling like some classic kind of New Jersey foods. And I remember we were looking at it. We stepped up. We were talking to him, and I, in my own way, like just started having we ordered some food and then had some conversation, and and I had mentioned about, yeah, I got, I have family originally from such and such place here in New Jersey, and this, that, and the other thing. And dude, I have never felt so welcome. Like, it was literally like, your family, get over here. And like, we were like pulled over to a certain table and sat at and taken care of, and it was wonderful. I'm gonna put my conspiracies aside, or anything that could potentially like put me in harm's way, but still, it was like wonderful, just in the way of being able to mention, like, yeah, my grandparents and this, that, and the other thing from this area, and da 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 da. And oh, it was all of a sudden like I was a part of the New Jersey family. Oh, but and then we had to come back home. But yeah, they really treated us right. Um, Hilly, to what you were saying though, like, I've got family that lives somewhere on that street as well, and on the other side, um, and they actually have their house is on that street instead of a business. And but yeah, it would be a fun idea of being able to open something up. The issue with something like that in a place like Hughesville, or Williamsport, or Muncie, or um, reaches out towards like Scranton or anything. Um, yeah, I'm trying to think of other potential places of locations that are, you know, with hop, skip, and a jump from where I'm located. Um, I purposely say it vaguely like that, but yeah, there's different. Looking at different little towns and different areas, whether it's the town that I am in, or the town I'm beside, or the town I can drive a little bit to. It's trying to find the right spot for something like that, where people could gather, or people could come into, or you would get enough business to actually make that. Man, it's just, I don't know. It's hard to figure out. It's hard to understand. Hard to know. So, but right now, I'm just trying to. I'm writing a book, guys. It is happening. The goal. You guys want to hear what my goal is? My goal is to write 100,000 words in a year. We're at 6,200 or whatever right now, and in a week and a half, we'll be at a full 1 month into this. A week and a half to 2 weeks. So that means, we hit that first 8 to 10,000 goal. We're right on pace. If things really start flowing at some point with this, honestly, the early end of this would be Thanksgiving. By Thanksgiving of this year, I'd have this first full draft done, which would be phenomenal. Now, obviously, that would mean things are yet to come of being able to shape it into an actual book, but yeah. So my mind just completely blanked for a second. You probably see it. My mind just went literally blank. Um, but at the same time, right now, guys, I'm working on something in the background of trying to create. One of the things I'm leaning into is, like, I have missed coaching football, and one of the things I absolutely love about coaching in general is being able to take specific detailed stuff and being able to teach it, being able to help people with it. Um, so there's some pieces that I'm looking at with building more of a individual training, individual coaching business, if you will, to where I could I would be able to do technical work and training with different high school players, middle school players, or do different things with uh, with with coaches or with parents of different stuff, um, and from there be able to help them and also begin to build some revenue. And down the line, the idea would be if things take off with this, because there's really nothing like it in my area. Anything in our area is more so like strength and conditioning or speed training and stuff like that, instead of like technical football position training and work. And so I'd love to be able to offer that and be able to do that and start to interact with certain athletes in that way. And so I've got a whole plan that I've been putting together of things to offer, as well as like, you know, pricing plans and pricing structures and different forms of things, general pricing of one-on-one training, small group trainings, membership subscriptions, you know, stuff like that, as well as training partnerships with teams or coaches, teams, churches, community outreach, stuff like that, and then being able to have different packages of different amounts of sessions for different amounts and da 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 da. You know, like, so I'm developing a lot of these different things alongside of an actual business plan of like not only the business model and revenue streams, but also core values and mission statement and services offered and stuff like that. So yeah, that's really a business thing that I'm really focusing in on right now, and trying to create some longevity and to create some real. Where did that go? Yeah, to create some real potential of income to support family and such in a bigger way. And the other one was along the lines of videography, but I feel like with where things are right now, I don't know that I'm going to be able to do that one as much, just because of the amount of work that is going to be necessary. I've got to finish some different projects that I have, big video projects, to be able to have kind of a reel, if you will. Like, these are different projects that I've completed and you can see what I'm capable of, kind of thing. I've got different stuff from when I went out to Wyoming the other year, and some beautiful shots and stuff that I was able to do, and I want to put them together in a certain way for effective video content, but also for that, like, where people portfolio, that's the word I was looking for earlier, portfolio pieces. A football clinic weekend I did a couple of years ago, trying to put that together, kind of a vlog style weekend. And I want to have that put together as and completed as a project, so that way I can have that available in portfolio, and also just as something that I can release even on YouTube. And there's one or two other ones, I can't remember what they are off the top of my head, but yeah. So one thing at a time, and that's the issue. That's why I haven't been able to just jump on and do more streaming, is because I got to focus on these things that are going to, create more opportunity, but also with the potential of different stuff with streaming, looking at, if I am going to do streaming, how can I prioritize? I can't just sit and game, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't just do that. So I just realized that some of the tags I still have on are like first playthrough and blind playthrough from when I was playing whatever game I was playing last. But Who's Capo de Tutti Cappy? What? Who's that? Gotta look this up. Oh, the boss of bosses. I got you. The Godfather. That's who it is. But I thought about the idea of like some of these streams, like maybe even just like connecting into like, because there's different, I don't know what all you guys have seen of this, but there's different, maybe I need to change this. That doesn't help. Yeah, it does. There you go. But like, what was I talking about? I lost my train of thought because I had to fix something. No! I can't remember what I was gonna go do. Oh, I'm just gonna go over to Twitch. Let's mute this. If you go on Twitch, okay, yes, it's me. I see it. Stop it. I don't want that. But if I go on Twitch here and you look at like browse, one of the channels, one of the that's category, yeah, that's category tags. But either way, one of the categories is like, I think it's like writing, isn't it? I could have swore, yeah, here under creative, makers and crafting, software and games, co-working and studying, food and drink, writing and reading, this one here. And I was just like, I could totally just like, what if my goal chat became to just dominate the reading and writing? 67, okay. 67 is the high point right now on. There's not a lot of people. So, but I had really thought about doing that as I'm writing. But a lot of my writing happens kind of more towards the weekend and not, it wouldn't be necessarily during stream times, which is where I had thought about potentially like maybe once a month or just seeing how it goes after I get to a set place of like I said, 25,000 words I think is a good first goal to get to before I introduce an idea of actually doing like a stream or something. But going IRL and just with my phone and a microphone, I have these little they're in my, oh, of course it's in my backpack, which isn't in here, but here's an old version of it from my old phone. I have the new ones that plug into my new phone, but just, you know, just little, boom, just little microphone and be able to talk into it if I even need to, because these modern phones like do a really good job a lot of times about picking up sound. But to be able to just type or even just take an hour of my time on a Sunday and just chat about like where things are and what things are looking like, and kind of like answer, you know, Q&A, but also just have a fun time talking a little bit about it, and potentially some other parent resource stuff as I look at oh, I gotta switch this over. As I look at trying to help out different parents with like technology and stuff like that with their kids and such, that's a thing on my heart personally. So personally, that people haven't done, that people need. It's a thing I see need. So all right, well, I'm not committed to the idea of like just sitting and thinking things over in my head. Like I said, I just wanted to get on, say hi. I knew there was a couple people I could who wanted to say hi. Hadn't been able to do so in a while. And I think I'm just gonna hop back out, keep working on stuff, get some sleep, and keep working towards a this weekend or end of February, having the true and ready next 2 months at minimum, 2 to 3 month, height of 6 month projected plan of what we're gonna do with streams moving forward. I will tell you guys this is what I know. What I do know is the two places that I've had the most success have obviously been Twitch, was my home for many years, but also TikTok. But TikTok took off because of football. But on my personal account, I don't want it just to be about football, so I'm trying to figure out how I want to go about that kind of thing. So between here and there, I'm looking at different things. I don't know that I want to just multi-stream between the two, unless I have a way to be able to do TikTok with some high movement of stuff and high engagement, which TikTok is, and then go to Twitch or Twitch and have YouTube running at the same time if I wanted to, and then go to TikTok, whatever. But there's a lot of that still being planned out. But anyway, Hilly, Red, anyone else who's been chilling in the background, appreciate you guys. And I'm just gonna close it down. I'm not gonna go to an end screen. I'm just gonna say appreciate you guys. God bless you. And I hope to see you guys again real soon. Bye.